All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Rokah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule well. And salutation and blessing to the hopeful elect Hakim. I wanted to get into the symbolism of what the camps represent, of the men that you see on the highways and hedges of the major cities in Babylon, in America, and around the four corners of the earth in various places. Okay, and I only could speak for them that have the 100% truth, because a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. All right, them with fucking false doctrine are likened unto false prophets and are going to be negated and can't be mentioned as the true camps of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, I can only speak for that of Great Millstone and them that follow in their stead, okay, which are the only ones that are carrying the mantle from Abba Bivens, right, that are continuing this thing in sincerity, all right, from the originators, man, all right. As we know these camps to be likened unto altars unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. They're likened into ecclesiastical offices, but as well unto an army, okay, as a military installment, as we see reoccurring countless military connotations throughout the scriptures, the Most High being a man of war, okay. We can even see that the standard that is being lifted, all right, which is likened to a calling, all right, is likened to a recruiting, all right, is or an enlisting, also known as a military conscription, which goes back to our Israelite heritage. All right, we know that that standard that's being risen up, when you go into that word, it's a military rallying point. All right, so it's likened to troops being rallied in these camps, man. All right, and that's exactly what it is. The Most High is first going to gather together his army, and once they're all sealed, then the destruction is going to come. Then he's going to pretty much deploy, or the physical attack is going to be commenced by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right. Of course, with them receiving the other standard, which is those powers, man. Okay. This is in Exodus 14 and 20. We're going to break down the word camp in the Hebrew, because like it says right here in Sirach, the first chapter, the first verse, it says, for the same things uttered in Hebrew, okay, and translated into another tongue have not the same force in them. So we've got to go to the blue letter to break the words down in the original tongue, so we can get a better understanding of the essence of what this is. All right, it's more revelatory through its original tongue, man. Okay, it says in Exodus 14:20, and it came between the camp of the Egyptians and the camp of Israel, and it was a cloud of darkness to them, but it gave light by night to these, so that the one came not near the other all the night. All right, so this word camp, in the camp of Israel, and mind you, this was the entire pretty much congregation of men, women, and child. All right. So if this is called a camp, all right, how much more are they of the men that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has woken up to this truth and called to the highways and hedges to these rallying points. All right, these military rallying points, these pretty much conscription sites. All right, where you go to get enlisted and shit. All right, where they or get recruited and all that. You see, it's on a more heavy fold than of that of his men that you see. All right, that you see with your eyes, that the people see, man. The public. Slovakia. This word camp. It says an encampment, a camp, place of encampment, a camp of armed hosts, an army camp. All right, those who encamp, and an encampment, anything like that, that goes into a military encampment, man. It's pretty much anywhere where troops set up to post up, huh? All right, in preparation for battle. And that's exactly what the Most High is doing. What he said, it said, wait till the day that I rise ye up to the prey. You see, there's a something spiritual going down first, the consumption of this place through the spirit of his mouth. Okay, and then the destruction is going to come, and we're going to break that down too in war of what the Most High does. All right. It says, what did it say? It's consuming this place with the spirit of his mouth, and then it's going to happen physically. But this is how the Most High works, as being that ultimate military entity. All right, the creator of war, the god of war, as if these fuckers tried to steal the title of. All right, and give it to some damn mythological. Fucking deities, man. Look at what it says. Camp, a host, which we know what that is, a company, which we're going to go into that as well, tents, armies, bands. All right, we went into that, a man of the Italian band. All right. That he was a soldier, right? Battle. All right, it says an encampment of travelers or troops. All right, hence an army, whether literally of soldiers. Okay, it says, or figuratively, let's go to the relevant ones. Wow, look at that. What does it say? Like dancers, angels, cattle, locusts, stars, or even the sacred courts, army, band, battle, camp, company, drove, hosts. Okay. All right. So it's plain what these camps are. Military installments that Yahweh should be outside. It's established around the four corners of the earth before he destroys Esau Edom's regime. All right. And he's going to use those men, those troops, to do so. And with the couple concerted assault with the chariots of the Heavenly Father and the missiles, okay, and the plagues and the destruction, okay. But just as it says in Jeremiah 16:16, that these men would be fishing, all right, which is pretty much bringing in the recruits, all right, into this rallying point, which is the sealing of the elect. All right, them that were predestined, receiving that knowledge again. All right, and then once the sealing is complete, then the destruction being released. Okay, and we know that the Most High uses a small number to confound many. Okay, he uses few to confound many, and he uses them that were seemingly weak in might and in quantity to fucking to destroy the powerful, liken it to the sparse, what you would think are the sparse sprinkling of these camps around the four corners of the earth. All right, and the numbers that you try to quantify this thing. Okay. It does not say that the elect, them that are going to be sealed, that will dwelling with Yahweh and Yahweh Shai in the beginning, that are they that are more powerful than the angels. Okay, so really the 144,000 is likened to the special forces of the Most High. All right, the special operations, man, which is the elite branch of military, and they are the smallest in number. Okay, but let's get this word camp, because camp, not just going into that battalion, that military unit, right, but also as going out on the highways and hedges, into that forum, okay, is also likened unto camp as well. We're likened into a camp as a noun, but going to camp, to the highways and hedges is also something to go into, right? It's an open space for military exercise. All right, so it's likened. So camp, right, which we, the Most High had the apostles and elders set up to be set on Saturdays for the most part. All right, some of the camps of the platoons go out on Friday night, but that camp, that forum, it's likened to that military exercise, right? What? That rallying point, man. All right, and what is also extremely warlike in association with what's going down on those highways and hedges is blowing the trumpet, okay, for war, for destruction. Okay, let's see, it even says in here, I believe as well. Like for a military drill, okay, used for military drill, man. See, that's what this is. Hey, the Most High, where do you think they got that shit from? All these setting up military outposts in places that you conquer. See, this is the Most High's land, any fucking way. This is his whole deal, man. Okay, this is all his creation. You know, do you understand the vastness of the Most High's power? Okay, this is just one little speck in his vastness, man. This, if you can wrap your mind around it, this multi-dimensional entity. Okay, let's lock it. Let's go into that. 1 Samuel 10:10. It says, and when they came thither to a hill, behold, a company of prophets met him. And the Spirit of the Most High came upon him, and he prophesied among them. So even the prophets of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, a team of them, a group of them, were likened to a company. And there's no other breakdown of company than of a military unit, man. We're going to go into it, right? Was that not in the Strong's definition for camp? All right. A company is a body of soldiers, man. And then the further breakdown, it says that especially the smallest subdivision of an infantry battalion, typically commanded by a major or a captain. Which is exactly what the Most High had. The men of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, elders and apostles at Great Millstone on down, had this thing structured, these camps structured, right, with a captain and pretty much smaller subdivisions, all right, which are how the spec ops work. Because when those elitely capable soldiers, all right, you don't need too many of them, because they go in and they fucking the surgical with it, all right, surgical strikes, which is exactly what the elect is gonna, that's how they're gonna get down, all right. When you hear about it in the scriptures, the sharp threshing instrument having teeth, okay, doing greater works than Yahweh Shai, all right. And then of course, we know about, I believe, I'm not sure if I mentioned this, about the garrisons that Malak Dawadat set up after his conquest of those surrounding heathen territories, right? In Syria, Damascus, and in Edom and shit. Okay, this goes back to how the Most High, how he moves, his motives of how he operates. Okay, well, doesn't it tell you? I did that in the lesson previously about the Most High receiving honor into himself. Okay. The Most High getting himself his own honor. Okay. The scriptures say, even for his purpose has he risen thee up, so that he could show his power within thee, and that his name shall be declared. All right. And that's another indicator of who the real ones are, the ones that are professing the names of Yahweh, Shem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai. Okay. So let's get this. Let's jump back in the blue letter. Rise up against the evildoers. All right. Does not the scriptures tell us to rise to the battle? All right. That's what these camps are doing, man. Salakia. This is in Psalm 94:16. Says, who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Who will stand up? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? All right. This word rise up, going back to quam, all right, means to arise in a hostile sense. You can see that right there. To arise in a hostile sense. When you know anything about what a hostile is, or hostilities, that's the direct fucking connotation. That has a direct fucking connotation to an enemy in battle and war. A hostile or hostilities. When you go to an enemy in the etymology, enemy goes back to hostile, okay? It's basically somebody who's seeking to kill you, to destroy you, to take your life, to put you to death, to end your existence, okay? And most in the worst way, all right? Fuck the humanities of, you saw this bug out, the humanities of war. What kind of shit is that? All right? They're looking to, a hostile is looking to erase you, okay? So that's what is going down right now. All right? Most High is raising up these men these garrisons, these military rallying points, okay, these camps, these battalions, these military units, these installments, okay, these detachments. He's raising them up for hostilities, man. Okay. And we're gonna finish it off right here, Exodus 15:3, and show you that the Most High is about all aspects of war. This man being the God of war, the creator of war. All right. This is the word war. And if I'm not mistaken, this is Malkama. All right. Malkama. Just like the Chicago elder. It says, in the sense of fighting a battle, the engagement, okay, warfare. All right, and we're going to get this in the Jacinius Hebrew Chaldee lexicon and show you, because it's a progression. War is a progression. There's many aspects of it, and the Most High is about it. And that's what this whole thing is. This whole progression of time in this Most High's movie, okay, it took a process. Okay, it says, Salakia, war, all right, to wage war against one, all right. So it goes into the declaration of war. That's what's going down right now. The Most High, there's a declaration of war that's going down. What is one of the rhetoric? What is some of the rhetoric from from not only the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, but in the scriptures? What is one of the main rhetorics is to what? To declare war. All right. To the heathen, to prepare war, declare unto them. All right. Tell them that of war, evil, and pestilence. Okay. And then it says, so it goes into the declaration. All right, and then it goes into the adversaries in war, because who controls the opposing side? The Most High is even opposing. He's controlling Esau, Edom, and the left-hand side, that left-hand spirit's energy that is influencing this demon, this piece of shit, Esau. Okay. So see, the Most High, he's with all aspects of war. And then where it comes into the conclusion, it says, army, right? It says, so then he pretty much says, he goes into the adversary war, and then he recruits his army, okay? And he's got all kind of, he's got all kind of things he uses. All right, he even uses the elements for war. All right, the environment, fucking natural disasters, man, in vast new ways that are being discovered of motherfuckers that are meeting judgment from natural disasters, man. All right, and then into the instruments of war, the arms. All right. Which we know, we just mentioned, even the teeth of wild beasts, Sirach 39. And what are really three of the crucial instruments of war, the concerted attack that he's going to use, right? Which are the thermonuclear missiles, which are the weapon of his indignation. Boy, what a grandiose instrument of war that is. Okay. Weapons of mass destruction, right? These things that just devastate. The words of fucking, they don't do justice for what these things do. All right, and then the so-called on Esau's calculations, and even could be, but with the Most High, nothing's impossible with him making it somewhat inhabitable, right? But basically, when you go into how devastating the after effect of these missiles are, the half-life and the time it takes for the toxicity level of this shit to go away from a place, to going into fucking billions of years and shit, according to this nigga's calculations, man. Okay. But the concerted assault that he's bringing in the instruments of war, the thermonuclear missiles, the chariots, I mean, come on, man. And then his men, the hunters that he's about to turn into something out of this world. Okay. And then look at this. And it goes into his conclusion, which is the victory of war, the victory and the fortune of war, which we know is going to be the eternal kingdom, man. The Most High's eternal regime, which is going to come through with all the spoils, all them being put to shame, his name being glorified, him getting his honor again, but infinitely, man. And what does it say? The devouring of his enemies, the fortune of war, PR, the devouring of his enemies. Okay. What does it say? Victory does not always happen to the strong, which was quoted, I believe, aforementioned statement that was made about how the Most High uses the weak to destroy the strong, and the few to confound the many. Okay. So that his name could be glorified and magnified, man. But just as it said, the consumption that's going down right now, the consuming of this place with the spirit of his mouth, okay, that consumption, the consuming of this place and of this wicked fucking age, this whole age and world really that's going to be swallowed up, right, is going to be concluded with him devouring his enemies, right? It said it consumed them with the spirit of his mouth, and then they're going to be devoured by the Heavenly Father himself, right? Okay. So with that, all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Rakah Kadash.